guys, okay, welcome to another Dephemerember-ary video. I said that wrong, didn't I? Dephemerember video. Dephemerember-ary. As if Dephemerember is not easy enough, not difficult enough to say as it is, I have to go on and add an end bit on. Yeah, so welcome to another Dephemerember-ary video. This is just my silly take on Dephemerember throughout January and February, hence the ARY on the end. Okay, so the journal is coming along nicely. As I've said in previous videos, this is subject to change. This is just so I can obviously easily find the journal. But yeah, this front covers, it might stay like that, or as I said, it's subject to change. As mentioned in previous videos, the idea of this is to all take part in Dephemerember from the last 4 years. So we've got 2021, 2022, 2023 and last year's 2024. If I do every single prompt, if I do each prompt as a single thing, standalone thing, there will be 85 items in total, or 85 prompts. And I have made a journal that has a total of 96 pages, just in case I want to do that. But chances are I might end up merging some of them together. So put that to one side, because today we're going to work more in the journal and the backgrounds before we actually start creating the Dephemerember prompts. And excuse me, so far you have seen me sew these pages together, and then last video we painted these pages with some gesso and some, excuse me, acrylic paints. We just toned those down because they were really in your face blue. Today's video, we're going to focus on these brilliant white pages here, which people are always scared of. I must admit, they don't really instill me with a lot of inspiration either. This has got white on it, especially there, but we're going to leave that. Because chances are that might not end up being a page as it is. I may end up gluing something on that to extend it. And yeah, so a little bit of white's not too bad, but we don't want too much of it. Well, I don't, you know, it's personal preference. So I'm going to get rid of the scare factor and do something about these pages, and we're going to do it in the way of stenciling. It's plain and simple. I'm not going to get too messy today with paints or anything like, well, I'm not even going to get messy with paints today. I will probably get messy with inks instead. So just to be on the safe side, because I did say we're going to stencil, but then in my head, just then as I said we're not going to get messy, when I said we're going to use the inks, I immediately thought, but we could smush them. We could ink smush some pages. So yeah, there goes the theory of not getting messy today. So just as a potential, let me get my stuff out ready. So the heat tool is ready. Is it still plugged in? Yeah. And let's get the media mat back out. Yes, I realise that this white one here is a media mat, but I was referring to this when I said before, the media surface mat. Whoa. Sorry guys about the screen flickering. Didn't see that till it was too late. Yeah, so this is actually just a larger piece of this. But I am a very messy crafter, so this is going on today. I'm going to take more care in keeping my surfaces not clean, but less messy. Okay, so we have, should be 6 pages, I think, 3 in each signature. Yep, that's right. I'm going to put my glasses on. I know I'm not reading, but I'm going to put my glasses on because white on white does not do very well for my eyes. That's better. And of course we've got front and back, meaning front and inside. So, I'm going to first get out my stencils. Now I have quite an array of stencils, including this that I bought just before Christmas, which is a stencil book, but they are stencils in it, which is pretty cool. So this has got alphabet in it and letters, numbers, and the same pretty much the way through, but different fonts. So that is pretty cool and a bit different. I really like this one actually, and of course it's A4, so yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just cardstock, is this? So these have probably been cut out with dies. I bought this from The Works. Okay. So I think I'm probably going to have a do it using one of these, but not quite sure which one. I think I might use this one. I think I might just literally keep it so simple and use this one. And rather than take the whole thing off, I'm just going to flip it that way and put the stencil over what I'm going to stencil, the paper. So put that there, and then as I said, in here I have all sorts. I've got a vast array of stencils in here. I'm not going to go through them all, but a nice floral one there. This, I love this one. This is off a birthday card that my mum got me a good few years ago now. It was quite funny because she's like, oh, I got you this birthday card because it's got this on it, and I figured you could take it off and use it for crafting. It was like a gatefold, and it's like, oh, absolutely. And I did, and I've used it quite a lot over my crafting time, and yeah, I really do like it. Then we've got some Tim Holtz stencils, but I don't really want to use them today. That's quite pretty. Let's maybe have that one. I want to go for stuff now, like today, I want to kind of use stuff that I haven't used already. Oh, I really like that one actually. Let's put the other one back and use that one, because it is the same. Yeah, it is practically the same as that. Very similar. But it's just a single version. So let's have a do with that one. That's nice. Again, Tim Holtz. Now I know I have used some of these before, but it's been a while. Oops. But I do want to try and use some that I haven't used before. That would be nice down the page edge. Another Tim Holtz one. I've got some A4 stencils here. More florals. Don't necessarily want florals. Oh, what about some bricks? A brick stencil. That's interesting. Honeycomb. You could do that one. Could use the wild honey. Have I got wild honey? No, fossilised amber and spiced marmalade. Okay, well, we could still do that. What's in here? Oh, wow, I could go on forever with stuff in here. But some that I made myself. I don't want to go too florally, but I do want interest, obviously. What about that one's just some spots? Could be interesting. This one be quite interesting. I will talk you through how I made that in a minute. It's so simple. Some stencils that I've cut up to make smaller pieces. Oh, we always need some splodges, don't we? That's rather interesting as well. And then what's this? We've got some word ones here. Okay, so that's not birthday and stuff. Happiness, fun, cheer, laughter. Be happy, great. Friends, chum, lucky. Right, so no, we don't need them. Okay, so I think we've got enough here with what we've got. Plus the alphabet one there. Okay, so let's just take these out of the packets. They don't need to be in the packets anyway. I need to sort a solution out for my stencil storage, because that is literally my stencil storage. They're just all kind of willy-nilly. Actually, let's keep some of that packaging because that's really thick. Is that, and it makes good acetate. Yeah, as I was saying, that literally is my stencil storage. It's just stencils separated by, I don't think I'm going to use, we'll put that to one side, I might do. It's just stencils separated by pieces of paper. Tried to categorise them, but I don't know how well I managed that. Right, now this, I have used this as a stencil, as you can see. It is literally just a piece of paper. It is just copy paper, so like 80 GSM, no doubt. And I have a binding machine, like a ring binding machine. It's not a cinch, it's just like an office ring binding machine. But yeah, and it does this. So all I did, as you may be able to see with the folds, I folded it in different ways, lengthways and what have you, and I basically just put it in and all the way down it. Yeah, I folded it in half to do it there, and then I think I just put them edges in as far as it'd go. And then I got this, which creates a very interesting stencil. So, now I'm not going to necessarily do the whole page with a full stencil. I may only do part of the page. So now, do we want this going across the page or down the page, or maybe just at a bit of an angle? I don't know. Right, first of all, I'm going to go through my inks. I do not have a vast array of inks, and I have mostly oxide inks. I do have, I'll pretty much show you actually, because this is all I have ink-wise. And this is my trays. These are my trays that are next to me. It's one of them paper racks. Like office desk paper racks. Whoa. Of course it's falling over. So this is what's next to me when I say, I'll just get my inks out. And that's the stand. So, as I said, it's one of them where you just slot them in, like an office paper tray thing, office desk paper tray thing. Okay, so this is my top tray, and let's move you a bit. This one has got the archival stuff on it, so these are all my archival inks. When I was buying inks, because I never ever used to like inking. A lot of people will tell you that. When I first started crafting, I never inked, and when I did, I used antique linen because I didn't like the dark edges. Now I just ink everything. It's kind of like once you start inking, you get the buzz for it, and that's it. So when I did start buying inks, these were the, apart from these neutral coloured, where they were the first ones I got, but then I thought, well, I need to introduce some colours, so I got these, and I thought, right, well, what colours are best? So I just pretty much went with the almost rainbow colour, so it's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple. I've got black here, black soot. I don't have picket fence, but then I've got all the neutrals here as well. So we've got vintage photo, ground espresso, walnut stain, hickory smoke, frayed burlap, and then of course antique linen in a distress ink. I did have it in Oh no, sorry, that is the Distress ink, but it's a very rubbish ink pad. From the day I got it, it doesn't really work properly, so eventually I bought it in the oxide, and it's kept separate to these because I don't tend to use it as colour. But yeah, so those are the archivals, and then just recently, most recently, these two that I've got given ages ago. It's Potting Soil. Of course, we've got the infamous vintage photo, because we can't live without that, can we, guys? And then, as I said, recently I got these, which is Lighthouse and Coastal Coral. Yeah, so, and I absolutely... No, it's not this. I'm going to say I absolutely love this one. It's not this one, it's the Aged Mahogany, but I do like that Lighthouse one. Okay, so... And then I've just got some circle punches here and my corner rounder. Again, the vintage photo ink, oxide, and just a couple of dabbers there. That is for the Aged Mahogany. Yeah, so that's my top shelf, but we're not going to use archivals today. Although at some point it might be a good idea. Come on, get up. There we go. Need to get that just right, otherwise it falls apart. So then when I decided later on I need to start introducing colour into things, I went down the oxide route, because of course you can, I know you can do it with the inks, but you can ink smush oxide, and I love the oxidation side of things because I like pastel toned colours, so I love the oxidation process. Again, this empty space here is just got little bits in, so I tried to stick to the colours that I'd already had in archival, because I've been using these for a number of years and I really like the colour palette. So again, I'm like, all right, well, I'll write these down, and then I tried to match up as best as I could, but didn't manage it with all of them. Some of them are different. Sorry guys, there's someone at the door. Yeah, so these inks I tried to match up to my archival inks because I know I like them colours. But yeah, so I'm not going to go through them because obviously you can see for yourself what colours they are. But I want to try and use some that I don't normally use. Cat's watching the birds through the window. Okay, so this one, maybe, I don't know. Right, well, this one I'm going to go walnut stain. This one, not sure. Let's see, this one. So this is like a floral one, isn't it? Oh, I really don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's just do them one by one. So let's move these stencils over to this side, and let's move the inks over here, and then I don't need to put them back just yet. Okay, so oops, alright, we're going to do this one, aren't we? So let's do iced spruce, because that's not one that I normally go for. So I've got my brushes to the side of me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so yeah, let's do some iced spruce oxide. And like I said, we will do this to the side. Oh, that's good. I like that. And then maybe straight across. Okay. What is that rattling? Pretty much everything on the pegboard. Okay, that's cool. What about now do some down the page, but yeah, let's stick with this one, but let's do randomly. Okay. Oh yeah, well, that's nice and different. As I said, I'm not looking for perfection because these are just background pages. Alright, let's get rid of that and put that brush back. I need to label these brushes. That's what's making the noise. Right, so that's that one on that side. Now, I think on the inside, let's go for oh, this is a difficult choice. Let's go for this one. I need to cut this tab off. Don't actually know how that got bent over, but I need to cut it off because it's in the way. Okay. And I think with this, I think we'll just go right across the middle of the page. Yep, I think we will. I think we'll just go right across the middle of the page. And I think with this one we will use the beautiful sponge sugar. Okay, so I am going to just whiz through these pages. Some of it I'll speed up, some of it I'll probably turn off. But yeah, so I will see you back when we're done. Hi guys, okay, so I have done the other papers, and I'm getting down to the last one now, and I'm going to do this as a mix because it's a honeycomb. I'm going to use spiced marmalade and fossilised amber, and we're going to do the spiced marmalade first because it's a more brighter colour. So just ignore the cats in the background, guys. Okay. So I have a lot of labelling to do later with these brushes because this is the first time I've used this amount of inks in one go and on these brushes. So I've been keeping a list of the ones that I've used, and I've put the brushes in the order that I've used them because my brushes are now actually over there to the left of me, stacked up, rather than like individually, well, not individually, but instead of like my ink, these are what I use for the Distress ink, but instead of being in a cup like that, they are individual now over there. And I do have a cup with 2 brushes in that I didn't have room for, but they're actually spare brushes, I think. But yeah, I need to make some labels for them. Okay, so I'm going to just move that slightly offset a little bit, and then we're gonna just go over it with the, what's this one, fossilized amber. Just to give some interest. I am not an expert at all when it comes to inking or blending or whatever. As I said, I used to hate using inks, but I just like random patterns. So let's get on with this. And normally we're using these type of stencils. There tends to be quite a lot of ink sticks on stencils, so sometimes you don't need to re-ink your brush if you want a lighter colour. Just go back over the darker areas and it pulls the colour. It's not doing there, but I think I've just made a mess of this page. But we're going to be covering it up anyway with whatever ephemera we make. Ephemera we make. So it's just I actually love that. That's just to get rid of that fear of the blank page more than anything. And let's just go along the bottom of here, on the sides with some of this, just to get rid of some of this white edge. You guys would probably do a way better job than I did with this, but as I said, most of it's going to be covered up anyway, so I'm not really fussed. Just wanted some colour. I love that. Okay, so orange yellow, easy enough to put back. Done that side. So there we are, guys. The pages are done. Fossilized amber. Okay. So we have this page, and that is the back. I feel like I need to do some more on there actually, so I'm just going to lay that stencil down again and do some more. Then we have this page, and then did some florals on the inside. Then we've got this splodges one, and then that one, aged mahogany. I love that one. This one, I love how this one turned out. This is the fired brick ink with obviously the brick thing, and then that beautiful one there. This is just dots or bubbles or snow. I remembered about the alphabet stencil, and then this one. So we've got the honeycombs. That is a really bright page. And then we had to have some dragonflies. Yeah, I found a dragonfly stencil, and we had to have the dragonflies because that represents Barbara at 49 dragonflies. Okay, the grunginess of the journal represents Louisa, and the dragonflies represent Barbara. Okay, so now we need to put them into signatures, but first of all I'm going to clear the table. Okay guys, so we're back. So let's separate the signatures and let's sort the papers out, because I don't want two similar colours next to each other, so that I'm going to do some more on. So we'll have that in signature 1 and that in signature 2. There is quite a bit of pink in these, so let's just sort that out. So that can go in that one, and that's a purple one. think we'll have that one in that one, and then we'll have the vibrant fired brick in that one, and then the ink smushes one in that one. Okay. And what I do want to try as well, seeing as I've got the mat out anyway, is there is some ink left on here. So rather than do more on this page, I wonder if we can get this ink to bead up. Maybe, yes. Oh yeah, we can get it to reactivate, and just kind of maybe drag the page through it, or do that with it and see what we get. Ooh. Okay, let's dry that page. Guys, that very quickly took on a life of its own, but I love the results. This is why I love oxide inks. So this, I don't feel like I need to do anything else to that page now, and maybe put a bit of extra colour on it at some point, but a bit of white's not a bad thing. But the pattern came through. I love the oxidation process. It's awesome. This one, the paper turd, ripped, but I'll sew across it like I did with the other one. So the yellow, not yellow, sorry, the peeled paint of this has come through in a yellowy tone. Awesome. Fired brick. Oh, love it. Love the oxidation process. Again, it's come through a little bit. And so's the pattern on that side. Love it. This was brushed cord, dusty concord. Yeah, love that tone of it now, and that's really toned down, and some of it's come through to this side, and this is vintage photo. Fabulous. And then we've got this one. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I just love how that turned out. Unfortunately, we lost some of the dragonfly prints in all of that, but they are still visible. I might just go around a couple of them with a Posca pen. But I love how that coloured, how that oxidised. So it kind of, now it's oxidised and it's all over, it kind of doesn't look as much of a mess as it did before. Loving the inside of the page. And then we've got the splodgy bits. This was walnut stain. And then we've got the aged mahogany, which is barely visible now, but I just still love it. Yeah, and then as you saw in the video, I think anyway, that was some of the mop up from the fossilised amber and what is it? Honey? No, I keep saying wild honey, it's not spice marmalade. This page, that was a mop up from that. This is what I was dabbing the brush on before I was using the stencils, so I'm going to just spray this and see what happens with this now, because we can always use it as collage fodder as well. Alright guys, so these are the wipe off sheets, and I will put them to one side as collage fodder. We may use them in some of the pages that we do, pages, yeah, in some of the projects that we make. Okay, so now let's put these back in the signatures. Okay, so this one, I kind of now don't like them where they are because it's next to an already painted page. So let's put it there. So I may need to just do a couple more actually. Mind you. Yeah, skip that one. How am I going to do this now? So it's kind of 3 pages next to each other. Let's just put them right. I'm just going to put them in for now, and we'll sort them out as we go along in the journal. So, which side do I want? I want that one. A nice bold statement when you open the journal up. Let's ignore that one. Let's put that one in there. Swap that with that. Put that there. Put that one there. 3. Oh, I've missed one. Oh, I missed one out of the first signature, that's why it didn't work. Yeah, that's why it didn't work out. Okay, so there, and then this one in there. Okay, my lovelies. So, how are we doing now? Oh, love it. Okay, so we've got that. That one. That one, I don't like them 2 blurs next to each other, so let's do that and that. Then that, then that. And let's do the nice subtle pink, which is the aged mahogany. And then we have that one in the middle. Pocket page in the middle. And this one, fired brick. That one. Yeah, not keen on them 2 being close to each other, but it is what it is. although let's swap that one for this one. It's a really bold statement when you open up the journal, isn't it? I think I want it that way. Yes, that's more like it. Because then you've got the blue there, then the pink, then that one, then this one, and then this one in the middle. I will no doubt move these around. Oh, yeah. I'll no doubt move them around again over time, but I am loving this journal now. It is so grungy. Okay, so the next video, I think I'm done decorating. That's the second signature. I think I'm done decorating. No, well, I said decorating, but I think I'm done playing now like this. That needs to go that way. It always looks upside down. Yeah, I think so. That one. That one. I think, and I'm going to swap them around like that, I think. Right, so oh dear me, the next video, I'm going to sew these in. And I'll just quickly show how to do that. All of those together. Let's move those over like we did in the other one. That's it. Okay. I think I'm sorted now. So yeah, in the next video I will show how I'm going to bind this journal together. And then, after that, we will get playing. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.